And who better to get us caught up on TCU basketball than the head coach himself, Jamie Dixon. Coach, thank you for taking the time today. We really appreciate it.
Well, thank you for having us on. We're looking forward to being a part of Stadium.
Well, we love it. We are so glad to get this going. So I want to talk to you before we dive in to this upcoming season. I want to ask you about last season. First tournament appearance in 20 years for TCU, and you did it at your alma mater. Can you describe to me how that felt?
It was good. It felt real good. It felt part of a process, part of a building process. First year winning the NIT was a huge step for us. Second year getting the tournament. But at the same time, it was a bit of disappointment for me. I mean, getting to the tournament is what I'm used to, what I expect, and we expected to win games there, as does everybody once you get to that point. And we came up short. We lost to a good Syracuse team. But probably you need to take that step first, and it'll help us in the future going forward here.
So now, as you talk about building and your expectation of winning in the tournament, what is goal number one for you and your team this upcoming season?
Well, you look at we've got a real tough non-conference. We know that. But you really look at the Big 12 conference. We're playing in the toughest conference in the country. And it looks to be the same again next year for us in the Big 12. If you can compete or win that league, you're going to be as good as anybody in the country, and that's really our goal, to be at the top of the Big 12, to win the conference, and to really be the team that ends Kansas's run at Big 12 championships.
Well, one guy you'll have to do without, KENRICH Williams. He went through the combine. He's getting ready for the NBA draft. Can you talk to me about what kind of a player a team will be getting if they pick him?
A guy that's getting better, a guy that's going to work, a guy that is hungry, a guy that's a good teammate, wants to win. And then basketball-wise, he's got an unbelievable knack of going and getting basketballs, rebounds, long ones, off the rim. He goes and chases down balls. So that's a unique talent. I think it's a difference maker for him. He's a very good three-point shooter. He's developed into that. And, again, a player that's gotten better. So when you look at kids and when you look at players, you want players that are improving, not that have peaked out or don't know they have to get better. So I think that's the other great trait about him. He's an improving player that knows he has to get better.
And Coach, before we let you go, I know you are busy, but I do want to ask you one question. The ACC coaches said a few weeks ago that they were in favor of expanding the tournament field to 72 teams. And I just want to get your thoughts on what you think about that, if it should expand.
I hadn't, I guess if I haven't really given it much thought, but I don't think it's something that's been talked about a lot. I don't think 4 extra teams would not kill the tournament, and not adding 4 more teams, will still survive. So I could go either way with it. I mean, I guess I do believe that the 4 better teams are generally going to be Power 5 teams, but I don't know that would be a good thing. Getting more Power 5 teams in, because you're talking about possibly and probably losing records in conference play. So maybe if it's limited to those being mid-majors, that could keep some people happy. I think the general population would side on the view that it would have to go to 4 mid-majors, because you're generally going to get Power 5s with losing records. Now, I do believe probably going to be the better teams, but at the same time, you're going to have teams with losing records from conference. So I see both sides of it.
I like that. I like that theory about the 4 mid-majors getting those extra 4 spots, if that is the case and they do expand. Coach, thank you so much.
You got it.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Sure. Bye-bye.